ginormous giant, but then that's all you know is the success of that story. What good is it to you? If all you see is success, not the failures, not the struggle, not the long nights, what good is success? Let me ask you this question, somebody answer it. When you see a successful person, when you listen to a successful person, when you hear them, when they doing their thing, they just balling, whatever balling may mean to you, what do you see? What do you see? It's okay to talk. You know, that's why there's no pulpit. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to interact. It's okay. So what do you see? When you see a successful person, what is the first thought that comes into your mind?
They got money.
Success, right? What do we fail to realize? What do we fail to see?
How they got there.
Exactly. It's the struggles. It's the struggles we fail to see. Okay? We want to go from where we are right now in life. Whatever your situation is, we want to go from right now to success. Oh, y'all didn't hear me this morning. You didn't hear me this morning. You want to go from where you are right now to success. We do not want to go from that other in-between gray area. We just want to hop straight to it.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Right there.
So sure, I can stand here.
Microwave
I can get you guys all geeked up and all hyped up over David beating up Goliath, a 12-year-old, 13-year-old kid going up against this ginormous giant. When I mean ginormous, I had an idea of to actually have Goliath here. Not literally Goliath. I was going to go out and I had an idea of buying a statue that was 9 feet 9 inches. Some Bibles may say 9 feet 9, some say 9 feet 10. 9 feet and some inches. Imagine a 12-year-old kid. The average 12-year-old height is about 4 feet 10 inches. Not everybody's height. I can stand here, I can get you guys all hyped up. I can tell you how David was victorious. He went out, he fought this giant, he did his thing. He did what the Israelite man thought was impossible. It means nothing. But what good is it if we only see the success and not the struggles? Okay? Now, understand, I'm going to give you a little bit of history. I like to give history. I don't like to go too deep because I don't want to lose you. And I know our attention span as young adults is 10, 15 minutes. So I'm going to keep it real quick, real short. But I want you to know that Israel and the Philistines, this was not their first battle, David and Goliath. Okay? The Bible actually says that there were fierce wars between Israel and Philistines for the whole entire time that Saul ruled. Okay? So, Israel fought Philistines. They won a few. They lost a few. And when I say they lost a few, I'm not saying they lost by 1 or 2 men. In one battle, the Philistine lost 30,000 men. You're not catching me this morning. You're not hearing me this morning. 30,000 men. 1 Samuel 4:10. 30,000 men. And that they lost in that battle. The battle previous to that, they lost 4,000 men. So here we are, and not only that, 2 scriptures apart. Here we are, 2 scriptures down in 1 Samuel. 3,400 men are dead. I'm sorry, 34,000 men are dead. And yet we get defeated when somebody tells us no, or when things don't go our way, or we just I don't feel like it. We just totally lose sight. Okay? See, the thing is, when we get knocked down, and you've heard this before, when we get knocked down, it's not the knockdown that determines where you're going, right? It's what?
How you get up.
How you get up. It's how you respond. So like I mentioned before, Israel fought the Philistines for years. The Bible tells us that there was spiritual wars with the Philistines all the years of Saul, 1 Samuel 14:52. And understand that Saul himself was no angel. I mean, this dude Saul was a ruthless king, a ruthless dude. And then on top of that, it was Saul and his son Jonathan. I mean, these dudes, when I say they were out of control, these dudes were bananas. I'm talking about these. Okay, listen to this. These dudes, Saul had this one oath against the Israelite people. He said, cursed is the man who eats. I'm gonna give you the right scripture. I want you to hear this. I don't want to make this up. Here it is. Cursed is the man who eats any food until evening, before I have taken vengeance on my enemies. Think about that. Here it is, Saul, about 30 years old when he became king, ruled for about 42 years. It's all in the Bible. Here he is, he tells the Israelite people, the whole Israel nation, cursed is the man who eats food until evening, before I have taken vengeance on my enemies. Think about that. What is that saying in our layman's term, broken down? You cannot eat until I get back from slaying the people. For 42 years! Come on now, y'all not hearing me this morning. You cannot eat breakfast in the morning. You cannot have a Subway sandwich. You cannot have a McDonald's double cheeseburger, minus the onions, plus extra mayo, some pickles on the side. You cannot have anything until I get back from doing what I do. I'm just saying. That's deep. And like I said, Saul and his son Jonathan, they were doing some things that were just unheard of. Okay? So Saul was appointed king over Israel because Samuel, who was actually the judge over Israel, Samuel was getting old. So I'm going to give you a little bit of history. Samuel was getting old in age.